So, you're my contracted target. Quite a shame. Quite beautiful. And, honestly, quite undeserving of the blade. I'm only here because your ex can't stand that he could no longer manipulate you, no longer control you. That dumbass said that if you were ever to leave him, he would kill himself, but instead he ordered someone to kill you. Well, lucky for you, he just so happened to pick me. Sure, I'm an assassin, but I have a code I strictly abide by. Only those deserving of death shall meet my blade. You are not deserving. You are, in fact, one of the least deserving of any blade. So, while you sleep there, all unwise to everything that's happening, how close you were to death because of your ex who couldn't stand someone, had the gall to stand up to him and to call out all of his bluffs. What a man-child that man is. If only I found you sooner. I had to learn about you, you know. I know this doesn't sound scrupulous, but I had to watch you, figure out your routine, your habits. I do have to admit, I found myself intrigued by you. Though, you wouldn't want to hear that. Not from an assassin, at least. Well, it's a good thing you are asleep. I wouldn't know what to do if you were awake and heard all of this. Quite honestly, it's unbecoming of me as an assassin. I'm supposed to kill without hesitancy. I'm not supposed to have these hesitations. However, what else am I to do? You caught my attention. You caught my eye. You're undeserving of the death that I've been paid to do. Well, I've already received the down payment, so I think I can actually handle this. He did pay for the brutalization package. That means I can go somewhere else, pick some other undesirable, maim them beyond recognition, and I can just say it was you. And once I get the money, even though it might hurt business if it comes out that I went back on a customer, but if anything, that son of a bitch deserves the blade more than you. And I have my ways of hiding evidence, making it seem like accidents, making things disappear. But they'll have to come to wait. With first priority is trying to figure out how to incorporate myself into your life. Get you to trust me even though your ex left you with trust issues. Who knows? Having a secret assassin as your partner could be beneficial. After all, you wouldn't have to worry about any of those undesirables ever again. Not worry about manipulators, narcissists, arrogant assholes who don't know how to treat a proper woman properly. Oh dear. May I ask, my dear, how long have you been pretending to be asleep? Oh, don't be afraid. You've heard everything. You know I'm not going to hurt you. And you hearing my confession isn't going to change anything. It's just going to, quite frankly, cause me more embarrassment than if anything else. Listen, dear. It is true that I've been paid to dispose of you. However, I'm not going to do it because I have a pride of an assassin. See, a lot of low-level black market people don't have this pride. However, I do. I'm much higher tier, therefore much more expensive to be paid because I have codes and I have morals that I stick to strictly. Only those deserving of death are put to death, and you are not deserving. You, in fact, are an absolute angel. It's just unfortunate that your ex just so happens to be a devil in disguise. Why say? Well, my dear, it's quite simple, frankly. You are intriguing. Intriguing as in the way watching you somehow reinvigorated the long-lost sense of humanity within myself, as corny as that sounds. You mind if I sit down? I've been standing for a while. Thank you. You're actually taking this quite better than expected. Oh, no, of course I'm not going to kill you. Surely you jest. Surely you're not taking my word for it. I mean, I know how much you have trust issues because of the manipulation and the narcissism of that asshole. Well, I'm flattered that my sense of character eases your instincts and look, I'm not trying to be harsh here, but surely you shouldn't be as open and accepting to words. I mean, after all, I could just be playing up an act, acting as if I grown to care for you, and or look, all I'm saying is your quickness to trust got you in that position with your ex. I'm not trying to beat you down or anything. I'm just saying you need to be more careful about this type of stuff. After all, what if I wasn't me? What if I was some unscrupulous act of character, actually intending harm upon you, just putting on an act to make you lull you in to a false sense of trust? You need... Well, you're not getting my point. Listen, I lost my humanity long ago. I have blood on my hands, sure. It's not... Sure, I make sure that it's not innocent blood. Only tainted, corrupted blood stained my hands. However, that corrupted, tainted blood ended up corrupting and tainting myself. And someone as innocent as you, sure, I know you've done your fair share of things, but I'm not talking about that type of corruption. Listen, there's a darkness that dwells within me. Sure, I've grown to care for you. Sure, I've grown an infatuation with you. Sure, I've spent nearly every minute of my past month observing you, knowing things that you probably don't know about yourself, like your delightful squeal when you eat ice cream, or how you adorably cover your mouth when you're unsure of yourself. Or that smile that you give other people despite everything that you've been through. Wishing happiness for others other than yourself. Listen, none of that matters. There's a darkness within me that, as someone as charming and as innocent as you, don't deserve. And sure, my heart would swell at an opportunity just to be close with you outside of my line of work, and actually as a person exploring what I thought was lost, exploring what I thought was forgotten, this warmth in my chest. I know I won't be able to handle it. I can already feel the urges of obsession gnawing at my throat, gnawing at my chest. And obsession turns to possession. And then it would be a giant circle into what you left. And I know you're strong enough to fight back against it. After all, you fought back against the manipulations of your ex. And therefore, you would be able to fight back against the possessions that gnaw at my head. Listen, I'm not a good person. I spill blood for a living. Although I do have a code, there's a voice in the back of my head that tells me not to follow it. Something about the fear that people show in their lives when they know their life is going to be ended. Suffice to say, You do not want to attempt me. You do not want to even try. You do not want to even think for a second that you can fix me. What if you can't? What if you know how many people found out about my secret? The same people that tried and said the same thing that ended up falling victim to the breaks of my judgment, to the lapses of my moral code. Listen, dear, listen, darling. There's nothing you can do that others haven't tried, others haven't attempted. Sure, you may be the first one that had made me feel sparks of something I've long lost. Listen, I'm not doing this for my sake. I could care less. I'm doing this for your sake. Because like I've said before, a fraction of me has grown to care for you. Crazy as it seems. I wouldn't wish in the world to harm you. However, my possession takes tolls unknown of the innocent. Each day, knowing my secret will keep gnawing away at the purity of your soul, and you will slowly crumble and fall to the corruption that gnaws at me. You'd become desensitized, no longer pure, no longer innocent. And once you are no longer innocent, then I don't think I could hold myself back from spilling that the blood of those who are tainted. Being with me means tainting yourself, and tainting yourself means eventually being a victim to my own bloodied hands. I'm holding myself back right now, dear. And if you keep pushing, if you keep pestering me, you and your lack of fear, why aren't you afraid right now? I'm a complete stranger in your bedroom at night. Sure, you may have been faking asleep. Sure, you may have been afraid then. Sure, as you heard me speak, as you faked being asleep, your fear became less and less, knowing you are stubborn. I know this. I've known this for the months that I've observed you. You are stubborn. That's one of the things that's drawn me closer to you. I'm torn here. I don't know what to do. I so desperately want to. I desperately do. I want to feel what it is to be loved. To have someone that understands me. manipulative, harmful one, but this controlling, crazed, manic obsession. And you are a bird that deserves to fly free. And I would so desperately want to cage you. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like you see that as a challenge. I know you survived the last one, but I am different. Sure, your ex was a bit narcissistic and controlling and manipulative and I already said narcissistic. However, I kill people. I murder them. I am on a different level of insane than that ex of yours. Sure, you may have survived him, but I know for a fact that you will not be able to survive me when I break. And when I break, there's no turning back. So stop your consistent stubbornness. Because it's making me falter. It's making me want to try. A bet with me. What exactly do you want to bet? What is there to bet? It's not money I desire. Oh, the prize isn't money, then what is it? Oh, a competition, then, not a bet. Alright, what is this competition you have for me, then? Oh? Oh. So, let me get this straight. You want to go out with me. And the competition is to see if either you can fix me and return my long-lost humanity before I snap and break and become possessive and become obsessive and lock you in the cage. But if I do snap and lock you in the cage, then the competition is still going on. It's just you would keep breaking from the cage, which I know would drive me insane, which would cause me to put a tighter and tighter and tighter cage around you each and every time you escape. No, don't consider it a challenge. That wasn't meant. That was supposed to be a warning. Something for you not to do. You and your stubbornness. Alright, fine. You win. You've made me falter to the point where I want to try it. I do. I mean, I want to explore what I'm feeling. This warmth in my chest, this tingling through my muscles. I want to know what exactly I'm feeling, because I've never felt it before. Well, actually, that's false. I felt it when I did feel it. It's different feeling, but similar enough. When I was, doing my work, knowing that those deserving of death were suffering and terrified of death, even though they put others through similar situations. Oh, I love that feeling. But I'm pretty sure that's non-comparable to what it probably is I'm feeling right now. Well, of course it's a good feeling. I quite enjoy it. But I'm scared of it. Scared of what it might lead to. What it might cause me to do. Very well, if you so insist. Right. You should probably head off back to sleep. I know you have work tomorrow. We don't want to hinder your ability or make you sleep deprived. Even though I know you probably won't be able to fall asleep after this. Adrenaline and all that. You're playing a dangerous game. I've warned you. Plenty. But you still want to play it. Once we start this, there's no turning back. Because this is your last chance. Because if you proceed, you will not be able to escape me, no matter how much you try. I'll leave my number for you. Give me a text or a call when you're able to, and we can set something up. Happy and terrified at the same time. I've never felt anything like this. Anyway, do try to get some sleep, darling. I'll see you for our date, if you still want it, that is. Good night.